उस दिन फिर हम थक हार के 11 बजे घर पहुंचे। बुरा हाल हो गया था। सही बात है। सोच रहा हूँ चाय छोड़ दूँ। अरे वाह, तूने तो मेरे दिल की बात कह दी। तू टेंशन ना ले, एकदम से छोड़ने की जरूरत नहीं है। 2-3 जबरदस्त आइडिया है मेरे पास टी के इफेक्ट को रिड्यूस करने के। मैं ऐसा करता हूँ, पूरा प्लान शेयर करता हूँ तेरे साथ, ठीक है? ओए हीरो, बैठ जा। कहाँ पहुंच गया तू? मैं चाय छोड़ने के लिए नहीं कह रहा था, ये चाय छोड़ने की बात कर रहा था। इसमें चीनी ज्यादा है। Oh, no. Tea or chai, as we call it, is almost synonymous with hot beverages in India. However, considering the addictive and stimulating nature of tea, let alone quitting, even the thought of cutting it down is far-fetched for most people. In this video, I will share with you some of the most practical ways by which you can significantly reduce the damaging impact of chai. So without any further delay, let's get started. Hello friends, welcome to Fittuber. How healthy or unhealthy a food is depends on at what time you consume it. Something as healthy as water, if gulped at the wrong time, let's say just after a meal, can hinder the digestion process. Vice versa, if we avoid consuming tea at wrong times, its negative effects can significantly be reduced. Well, nothing like starting a day with tea, isn't it? Not really. If there is a worse time to consume tea, it's just after waking up. After a night's sleep, our brain and body are already dehydrated. And drinking tea then, which is a diuretic, sucks up even the little water it has, making us feel severely dehydrated. Exactly opposite of what our body needs. Tea being acidic in nature, drinking it on an empty stomach disrupts the metabolism. It impacts the teeth enamel the most when consumed in bed. Even the caffeine kick of bed tea is worse on an empty stomach. Well, call it a habit or an addiction. Even after knowing the damaging effects, a large number of us still can't think of starting the day without bed tea. If you attribute tea to your regular bowel movements, then a glass of hot milk at night and warm water in the morning does the job even better. Then some of us even drink tea just after a meal. This is not ideal either, as tea just after food hinders the absorption of nutrients, making your body deficient in them. And if your meal had salt in it, then this wrong combination produces toxins which can become the result of skin problems. So what is the right time, you must be wondering? Well, the best time to consume tea is about 2 to 3 hours after breakfast or lunch. This means that if you consume tea as a morning or evening snack, its negative impact will be the least. Tea, apart from being stimulating, is severely drying and heating. This is why in Ayurveda it is recommended as a medicine to relieve cold and cough. If your body is dry and you consume tea daily, it is very likely to cause problems like hair fall or PCOD. So an intelligent way to balance it, which we Indians already practice, is by preparing it with milk. Never skip milk because of the calories it has. In fact, the more milk tea has, the less drying and heating it will be. So don't fall for the fad of black tea. Even green tea, which is nothing but a less fermented version of black tea, should be avoided. Seeing the negative effects even in Western countries, it is fast becoming a common practice to add coconut oil or clarified butter to the coffee. This beats its drying and heating effect to some extent. Then using a few balancing spices can further help. Relatively cool spices like fennel seeds, licorice, and cardamom are best in this regard. A small quantity of Arjuna bark, another herb which is highly alkaline and a natural heart tonic, should be used while making tea. It won't alter the taste much but will balance the acidic impact of tea. Did you know that the more the tea is boiled, the more tannin it releases? This is also why drinking tea at a stall is more stimulating, as they boil the tea for a long time and don't even change the tea after one use. So a smart way to reduce its damaging effect is to boil it the least. A simple way is to use dip tea. You can boil milk and water with your favorite spices and then dip the bag into it and enjoy. If you're not a lover of dip tea, let me share with you another simple recipe. To make 1 cup of tea, in a pan add about half cup of water. To this add some of your favorite spices along with the balancing herbs. Once the water is boiled, turn off the gas and add tea in it. Mix it, cover and let it stay for about 2 minutes. This will dissociate its color and properties appropriately. Then strain this concoction in a cup, and to this add hot milk and mishri powder to sweeten. Mix well and your chai is ready. Prepared using Ayurveda's hot infusion method, it looks exactly like tea, tastes like tea, minus the strong damaging effect. One obvious way to reduce the damaging effect of tea is to consume it less often. But how can we do it practically? A smart way can be to replace tea at least once in a day with some better alternative. Arjun tea, an excellent heart tonic in itself, if prepared with spices like cardamom, fennel, cloves, cinnamon and ginger, not just looks like tea but also tastes great. It has numerous health benefits as well. It can be prepared both with milk or without milk and may even be consumed as bed tea. In the market, Gir's organic herbal Arjun tea powder is a good pick. Prepared using just the right spices and Arjun bark, it is an ideal replacement to regular tea. In water-based teas, there are quite a few options in the market to cater to a variety of tastes, which I have linked in the description box. While selecting a herbal tea from the market, one should keep in mind three things. First, the tea should not have green or black tea as an ingredient, as if it has, then the purpose itself is defeated. For instance, this Chayo's God's Chai, which has the very first ingredient as green tea. Secondly, if the ingredient list has tulsi, then that tea should be prepared with only water. For example, Jiva Ayurved's well-being tea has tulsi and still they recommend it to add milk, which is a wrong combination. Thirdly, a tea should not have any flavors or unwanted fillers. So just to recap, tea should be avoided just after waking, just after food and close to bedtime. Ideal time to consume tea is 2 hours after a meal. Tea should not be combined with any salty food. We should never skip adding milk to tea. The more the milk, the better. Balancing spices like fennel, licorice, cardamom and Arjun bark should be added to reduce its drying and acidic properties. The lesser the tea is boiled, the better. Avoid consuming tea at stalls. Dip tea is good. While making tea at home, use the hot infusion method. When buying herbal tea from the market, take into consideration three things: green tea, tulsi and unwanted fillers. Tea is a medicine for an oily body, but if your body is dry, consuming it may cause problems like hair fall and PCOD. Of course, following the practical steps mentioned in the video will surely reduce the damaging effect of the tea to a large extent. However, gradually our aim should be to cut it down completely. It surely is not the herb to be present in your daily diet. No matter how many benefits these companies boast of, it has more side effects. It was in 1836 when British introduced it to us, and since then we have made it such an integral part of our life that it looks more Indian than anything else. It makes more sense for the Westerners to consume it due to the extreme cold weather conditions there. In a tropical country like India, this heating and drying herb will do more harm than good. And it is not that difficult to get over it. It is only the first 5 to 7 days that people feel a bit out of place. After that they experience even more energy, less acidity and above all, no dependency. So give it an honest try and you will be glad you challenged yourself. If this video was helpful to you, please give it a thumbs up. Looking for a plant protein? Check out Oziva's superfood plant protein that comes in two sizes, 500 grams and 250 grams. Go through it and you will find every ingredient properly listed. Protein extracted from pea, brown rice and mung bean along with Ayurvedic herbs, sweetened naturally with stevia. This is a 100% plant-based product. What's better is that it is soy-free, gluten-free, lactose-free, non-GMO without any artificial flavors or preservatives. One serving of it in water will give you 20 grams of protein, 15 multivitamins with zero added sugar. With herbs and multivitamins, this product aims not only at supplying you with adequate protein but also at boosting the immunity and improving hair, skin and gut health. To buy Oziva's superfood plant protein, click on the link down in the description box. So friends, that's all for this video. You can now support my work by clicking on the join button below. Please do remember to subscribe to my channel, hit that bell icon so that you never miss a video from me. You can also follow me on Instagram. My name is Vivek. I thank you so much for watching.